Wanderers! Welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast, the Wednesday, wonderful, wacky, wild Wednesday show where we all have wonders. Today's episode is Season 2, Episode 45. And this episode is brought to you by the MFL Youth Golf Tournament and the MFL Foundation. On July 10th, the MFL Foundation will be hosting its third annual youth golf tournament at Huntingburg Country Club. Our buddy Teddy Hoops promises to have the course ready to go. If you are listening to this and you're a youth golfer, first off, probably shouldn't be listening to us, but we appreciate it. Second, if you're a parent of a youth golfer, go ahead and get them signed up because our buddy Smoke's going to put the link down in the description and you can find us, get signed up, and see us on July 10th.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Deja vu. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the best show on Wednesday mornings, coming to you from Holland, Indiana. It is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast for a wacky, wild, wonderful, wet, whiskey-filled, field
A field of whiskey.
Wednesday morning. Introducing the show, first coming from Holland, Indiana, down by Kentucky Avenue
Street.
It's our buddy, friend of the program, City of Huntingburg's top employee for 12 straight months, Zachary David Meister.
Hey.
Sitting in the middle, coming to us from Richmond, Indiana, by way of Brazil, it's our buddy with the rose-colored glasses, the glistening forehead, and a little bit of a man bun in the back, sporting his best version of a Hawaiian shirt, rocking the turquoise. It's our buddy, David Allen Smoker! Sitting across the room, sporting that Busch Light. None other than probably the more famous and likable Masoner brother, Big Mace's brother. Hey! And the crowd goes wild. Couch guy! Who knows? And I'm Esquire. Welcome to the Wednesday show where we talk about what we wonder about because that's what we do on this show because we don't press record and we get this far in and then you have to do it again. But you have to match the energy.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Well, you did press record.
Yeah,
we
I
just did record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nobody's fault.
Well, you said that I didn't push record, and I did.
Okay, so false statement. You didn't check to see how much space on the little disc we had left before pushing record. How's that?
True.
Okay. No big deal. I think my energy was better with that intro anyway.
Moving on.
It sounded good.
Moving on.
Yeah. So, fellas, it's good to see you. Glad to be back in the lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Cold Busch Light over there.
3 bottles of wine chilling in the freezer and one questionable looking one in the fridge.
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Yeah, Dave, I really like this wine thing you got going on. And I don't think it's a gimmick. I like Big Mace. I think it's real.
Oh, no, he's in.
I think he's a wine guy for sure.
Yeah.
You know, my harassment of teachers having to go back to school at the beginning of August, which is only about roughly
3 weeks less than it was when they started.
Yeah, when they started. Hate to see their summer vacation just get
dwindling away.
Yeah, I hate it because I haven't been off for 3 weeks consecutively in a while. But, it's a gimmick. And, I love and support our teachers, Yeah. But it's just a gimmick sometimes. Maybe.
What a dick.
That's probably not
What she said.
It's probably not the first time I've been called that today.
No.
Especially by the lady I'm married to.
Oh.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. That can be for Friday variety show.
There we go.
But hey, on this Wondering Wednesday, Big Mace.
Well, I said this once, and I'll say it again. I didn't have shit to talk about, and I have never really been a loss for words. but I was this evening until I've stumbled upon in my notes folder in this YouTuber machine that I've got in front of me. My kids must have screwed up and posted some sort of video in my notes folder of it just says trying Thai food. Like I'm not gonna click on the photo or nothing like that. Because
What if it's a Thai lady boy?
that's not what I want to hear from you at this point. At this point in time. So I said earlier when the first time we recorded this, or we thought we were recording, but we're really not. But now we really are because the red
It was
light's
just a
on.
practice swing.
Yeah. So I said we'll talk about food because I haven't gotten any guff off of any TikTok user 679er. But then Dave said some fat slut on the internet called us something about being obese, which is fine. It's fine. It's
that heifer.
It's whatever. But so let's talk about food.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about food. So
Let's taco about it.
my question was, what group or subcategory of food that you haven't tried yet outside of like American comfort food do you prefer? Or no, that's not true. What would you want to try that you haven't tried?
Like
yet?
a foreign cuisine.
Yes, like for example, Thai food here. I was just let's just go from there. Some sort of not American food, so no meatloaf. No.
Have you ever had Thai food?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Me too. What do you get?
I don't know. Rice.
Is Thai food? No, is that pretty spicy?
Thai food's more noodles, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, maybe
Right?
I haven't had.
Do you
Thai
know anything about Thai? No, you don't know.
Maybe I haven't had Thai food. No, I've Indian food. I'm all
That's
Indians,
pretty spicy.
I'm all in on the Indian
the
food.
curry.
Yeah, curry, tikka masala, stuff like that. Naan. Dave's a big fan of naan bread.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like naan bread?
Yeah, naan.
Yeah, not N-O-N.
Like, is it like gluten free?
No.
No, it's full bread.
Kind of
It's
looks like a
naan.
It's naan.
Well, but when you say naan, it sounds like
Like
when they make a
na,
burger out
na.
of lettuce,
Na, na,
like an
na,
unwich.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
So they naan bread is what it is, and
I've never tried Indian food
Me neither.
dude.
because I've always heard, that joke, like smells like a diaper full of Indian food. And that's
No,
kind
it's
of
probably looks because tikka masala does kind of look like baby shit. It's kind of like that yellowy deal there. But
Probably.
no. So what? Like I've never had. I don't think okay. Here's one. I've never been to a Mongolian steakhouse.
Really?
No. So what was the one in Evansville always called? Charlie's?
Yeah.
Mongolian Grill?
We used to go.
I've never been there. I've never been to that. I did it. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a South Park reference. You know what I mean? Goddamn Mongolians. Stop tearing down my shit at wall. But I've never been to a Mongolian place where
Charlie's Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah.
We used to go on Sundays. I don't know why we went on Sundays, but we used to go on Sundays. And it was all you could fit on your plate.
Yeah, and then they cook it for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we would stack. I get 3 meals out of that son of a bitch.
You got like 40 pounds worth of shit.
Yeah, what's Fogo de Chao?
Ooh, that's Brazilian, and it
Okay,
is
I like it.
badass.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
We need to take another field trip.
Oh God, I don't
We're
know if-
due.
I don't
We
know
haven't
if we
done
can
one
afford
for
it.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, it, let's go right now, dude. Have you done the Fogo experience?
Yes.
Oh, it's so
Twice.
cool.
I've only been once.
Nashville.
I've
Twice.
done
Nashville has one even.
in
Yeah.
Nashville's my town.
I've been
Down by
in-
the Hooters.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I was a rookie, and the salad, because I'm a big salad bar guy.
dude, it'll get you.
I'm a
So
big salad bar guy.
I did. So I had been.
I know that's surprising, but I'm a big salad bar guy.
I had been forewarned. Like, hey, when you go to Fogo, make sure that you don't buy into they don't call it a salad bar. They call it like the fresh market, like the Brazilian market. So it's literally an island 4 times the size of this table. Where
Cheeses.
anything, man.
Cheeses is what gets me.
Yeah,
cheeses and
cheese.
carbs.
Yes,
Are
like-
cheeses carbs? No.
No, all kinds of shit on this thing. And I mean, I did dabble a little
Wasn't
bit.
there some shrimps on there?
Yes,
Mm.
and salmon, smoked big old planks of smoked fish and shit. Like, dude, it's killer. But then when they started bringing them goddamn big ass slabs of whatever, I guarantee you that my, at the time, 9-year-old son Or maybe he was 10. Maybe they were 10. No, they were probably 9.
That would have been just last year, and then
Yeah. So yeah, it's been very recent that we went, but I bet he ate 4 pounds of sausage. Like they just I mean anything you can imagine. The pepper, what was it? Parmesan crusted chicken breasts.
mm-hmm.
God,
They brought cheeses out. They
Yeah.
brought now. See, I don't like pineapple, but they
No.
had like this smoked pineapple, and I
Yes.
was like, loaded up there, Chachi.
Yeah.
And we were diving in. That was good.
Keep that motherfucker on green, boys. Just let her eat.
So we, I don't know that I've obviously Greek. When you talk about gyros,
Yeah.
I'm a big gyro fan.
Oh yeah. Tzatziki sauce.
Arby's has a surprisingly good gyro.
Is that right?
I get it with the. I get it with the goat meat. Like I don't get I get the traditional Greek.
Yeah.
There was
tzatziki sauce.
Yes, there was a place in Grand Rapids. We were in law school that was like a by the slice pizza place,
Oh right.
and they had a gyro pizza that was delicious.
Gaslight used to have a pretty good gyro back in the
Yeah,
day. I don't know
they
if
do.
they still. I don't know if it's still on their menu or not, but
I don't know.
they had a killer one. Now, have you ever had a gyro, like a real one? With
I don't believe
Do you know what tzatziki sauce is?
No.
It's like a cucumber dill creamy
delicious.
sauce. It's badass.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Did you eat at the Acropolis?
Yes.
Acropolis when it was
Yeah.
down there?
So Acropolis at the restaurant itself was a unique dining experience, but I've also been to a wedding that was fully catered by Acropolis,
yeah.
which was cool as hell. So that was neat. Yeah.
I guess I've not dipped my toes into anything too far. Like I just had sushi for the first time probably 2 or 3 years ago. And I
Now,
kinda
would
like that.
sushi be considered Japanese or Chinese?
It's Japanese. Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I believe it's Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I always called it.
Mhm.
Do you believe Chinese food is real Chinese food, or it's been Americanized?
Well, so there's
They've
huge-
definitely Americanized it
there's-
for the.
if you go to New York, which is another field trip, we could go and eat some like legit shit.
Well, we do have Boston to go to. Next
Right,
spring.
but if you go to New York to Chinatown and look at some of those, there is like I feel like there's subcategories of Chinese food. So like Szechuan, you know what I mean? Which like I feel like Szechuan stuff is more peppery, more spicy stuff like that, and then you got the other. Don't know where it's at or what it's called, but it's more of like this on the sweeter end and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So whereas like Japanese food, it's like hibachi. You know what I mean? Like you're just eating steak and rice and veggies. That's my foot. That's okay. I'm
buddy.
sorry. You're good.
German food locally. Obviously, we're
yeah.
Not a big fan of German food.
Oh boy. Okay. Okie dokie.
Yep.
I thought we were in the trust tree here.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
By all
don't judge me
means.
here.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
What is it about German food that you don't like?
Nothing in particular. Like I've gone down there. What do they have at that local joint? They've got like a sampler thing.
Mm-hmm. The worst platter.
Yeah.
Knockwurst, bratwurst, and bockwurst.
So I had that, and I mean, it wasn't bad, but
Wiener's a wiener.
yeah, just
Yeah.
like it wasn't anything that I was like, oh man, I've got to have that in my life.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of like vinegar slaw.
Oh,
I'm a creamy slaw guy.
God damn it.
No, I
David.
don't mind.
what does that have to do with Germans?
Well,
I feel like the slaw I got down there.
Yeah, I got you. Never mind.
Well, a lot.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah. Well, because they do that I'm going to say rotten salad, but that's not right.
Rotten salad,
Wilted.
you say.
Wilted salad.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't mind a wilted salad. But I just don't
we had
like-
wilted lettuce as a kid big time growing up. Yeah. Waldorf salad. Yeah. Shit like
and
that.
maybe I'm misspeaking. Like I don't
Turnip
mind
kraut.
Mm.
it, but I don't like. Like I've been to that joint I think twice in a 13. No, one of them we didn't even live here. So in 17 years I've been there twice, and it's just like I don't feel like I'm missing out if I don't go.
Yeah.
But I got a buddy that when he comes down, he's like, "Hey, we gotta go check that out." And I'm like, "Or we could not." And
Have you ever had schnitzel? Like Wiener schnitzel? Have you ever had that? Like an actual schnitzel?
Yeah.
Like it's a deep fried piece of veal type shit. I'm not a big fan of that.
It's
different.
I'm
yeah,
a big
for sure, because
kraut
it's
guy.
got gravy.
Like, I like
Oh,
sauerkraut.
God.
Now I like good sauerkraut, but
Like barrel cured real sauerkraut with butter and pepper in it, I could eat a 5-gallon bucket of. Now, am I going to shit water immediately after I'm done? like butt
But I
pee.
feel like that's so good for your system every once.
yeah, just a
flush
purge.
it out. Yeah,
A purge.
get it all out.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's my stance on it. I feel like America, because we're just a big like
Melting pot.
Melting pot.
So if we think, look, like if we talk about like I'm going to go somewhere and get like authentic foreign cuisine, I'm afraid I'm not going to like it because if we talk about Japan, I'm afraid there's too much stuff. Like we're going to get into like some eel or something,
Well,
and I don't know that I want anything to do with that.
what is the okay? So is the ramen? So like those legit ramen places, like that you see on TikTok
The
or
poke bowl?
like poke bowls and stuff like that. Is that Japan?
I'm not sure what.
So Japan or China? There we go. Once again, we're not factually prepared for this conversation at this point. At this point, but we are going to make solid speculations.
Yeah.
Some of those noodle joints that I've seen on the internet, dude, that shit looks fire.
Speaking of that,
So is
like-
that what you Google? Is a noodle joint on the internet? Because-
Negative, no, because I feel like that'd be like a bunch of flaccid
Wieners,
penises
yeah.
doing the helicopter.
Janelle and I were in Evansville on Tuesday, and she goes, "You know what I'd like?" I was like, "Oh, what's that?" Noodles and Company. And I go,
Oh, dude, that place
I've
is
never-
badass.
I've never been to one.
Yeah,
I've never
dude.
had any.
Yes. God, what the hell? So, like, there's these. I think they're Japanese. It's a noodle, but they're really wide and they're kind of dumpling-y, and they're really like they're called pan noodles. That's what they are. Japanese pan noodles, and that's the warden gets that every time we go. They're real thick, real kind of dumpling-y, chewy, kind of. I'm
doughy.
don't like them, but
Really?
she does. I actually like the buffalo chicken mac that they have at Noodles and Company. If you can imagine that, because
Where's the closest Noodles and Company?
I don't know.
Because Janelle was talking about it. And
Where the hell did we go?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe I'd go
Louisville?
to Switzerland. So the smoker name started over there as schmuckers, and they were people who smoked things, not like drugs, like
Oh,
foods.
meats.
So maybe
Oh,
you know,
there was
thought you-
another joke I had.
I
in
thought
there,
you just
but-
made like jellies and whatnot.
that's the Smuckers. Once we got to Pennsylvania,
Oh,
started speaking that Pennsylvania Dutch, where you kind of click
yeah.
your tongue every once in a
yeah.
while.
You know what I mean there once already.
Yeah.
But anyway,
what about Italian? Like, do you think?
now see, I was going to bring that up. Like I would like to try real Italian, but I worry that maybe
we have
it's
it
not
too
going to be the
Americanized.
same. Well, no, like if I went to Italy, I would definitely try it, and I'm sure it'd be different. But I guess in my head, it's not going to be that different that it's really something that would be like a foreign cuisine.
I'd like to have like authentic Italian pizza.
I don't
'Cause there's
think that's a thing, is it?
Yes, there's a guy at the resort that's Italian. I think he's in witness protection, but
yeah,
whatever. Straight.
He
from,
was.
Okay,
Not
so
anymore.
here you go, guys.
Okay.
In Italy, it's Sardinia. Italy is one of the world's 5 blue zones, or places around the world where an unusually large of people that live to 100 or longer live. Centurion zone, and the food that they eat there would blow your mind. You would never think that they eat what they eat.
olives.
It is nothing but pasta
And wine.
and wine and oil
And lean meats.
and lean meats. Like it is like people like the people that go on these local.
Mediterranean diet.
I watched this show about how the keto diet is not like it shouldn't be a thing in the human anatomy. Like it's not. It works. Yes, you will lose shit tons of weight, but like the whole no carb thing, it's not going to prolong your life. Like these people in these blue zones in Italy, like that's all they eat is pasta. Like barrels and barrels and barrels of pasta
and wine.
and wine and like tomatoes
olives.
and olives. But
Like
anyway,
it's just heartburn central.
oh goddamn! I bet they don't have to take no medicine for it though. I bet they got iron guts.
The way I feel some mornings, I don't know if I want 100.
I think it depends on how the 100 is. I was talking to a guy at work about that actually. Like, man, like you start getting old, and like 80 now 80 is like, oh man, he's lived a long life. He's 80. I'm halfway there in September. That's kind of wigging me out.
Yeah, it's okay.
We'll get through it together.
But you got to think on the bright side, though. Halfway.
It's almost over. You don't have to deal with. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm fooded out.
That's just what I'm thinking about. I really wasn't thinking about it until 25 seconds before we started the first time.
It's okay.
But
It's a
yeah,
good one.
I like taking tours around the world in the food world. I'm kind of, it's tough for me to get out of my comfort zone sometimes, but there's an Indian joint that's really close to here that we could go to, and you could dip your toes.
That's what, speaking of authentic, so I've got a buddy at work that is Jamaican.
Oh,
And
them some bitches can cook too. Jerk chicken.
and they do a lot of stuff with rice.
Yeah.
And he did this last cow we had butchered. Shout out to Leisner Farms. Newton Processing gave us the
innards.
No, the oxtail.
Oh yeah,
And those guys love it. It's a delicacy.
yeah.
And so he made me an authentic Jamaican dish with oxtail.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad. It was enjoyable.
We went to Jamaica for our honeymoon, dude. Like, we would do the traditional Jamaican meal at least like once a day, and it was oh god, like fish, lots of fish, stuff like that. But then when we got into that jerk chicken, and then like a real jerk chicken sauce, and oh god.
Speaking of our honeymoons, saw where your wife posted on the Mattingleys who just got back from Mexico. You going to Mexico soon?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, when you do, we'll have to work ahead.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm wondering about.
All right, let's do it.
So I was a little late tonight
Mm-hmm.
because at Huntingburg Country Club, they do kind of a two-man best ball tournament all summer called the Old Buddy. You get your old buddy and you go play golf. My old buddy partner is none other than the pride and joy of Mobile, Alabama, Mr. Andy McHugh.
Mm-hmm.
So we played tonight, and it was back and forth. We jumped out early, kind of carried through the front nine, fell apart to start, got hot, ended up winning 2-1. By the time I got into the truck, like, the competitive juices were flowing. I may not get out and go play baseball anymore. I may not go out and play well, I do Wednesday basketball is more about cardiovascular health. You know, I go to try to be competitive, but I'm not competing.
Yeah.
I used to get that feeling when I was trying a jury trial. You know, you get into it, you get a good line of questioning in, you kind of have that Perry Mason moment. It gets that, your chest just kind of, you just want to say, yeah, got it.
Get it.
I had that tonight.
Mm.
And so hit the putt to finish on 18 to seal it. We were up 1 going into 18. So at worst, we were going to have a playoff hole. But I nailed probably a 15-footer, drop it.
Fine, yeah.
Little slight left to right, little downhill worry there on 9. Hit the putt and just felt competitive juices. And I just wondered, like, is there any, like, do you guys get that feeling anymore? Mm-hmm. I'll get it sometimes, like coaching baseball. I try not to because you kind of let your emotions get there a little bit. But, like, I feel it sometimes. Like, I love going out and competing yet, even though it's not like playing sports in high school or intramurals or anything like that. But I don't know. Anything get your guys' competitive juices going?
Yeah. I get it real bad. This is going to sound really dumb, but I get it real bad coaching girls softball because, like, and this is going to sound very bad, and I know that there's going to be several listeners out there that have probably coached with me or against me, but those bitches are brutal, cutthroat, do whatever they got to do to win, outlast and overcome. Like, they are savages up there. You know what I mean? Like, it is a sink or swim. There's no, they're just little boys. Oh, they'll figure it out. No, hell no. No way. We're running. We're going. You're going to win or you're going to lose. And when we play against people like that, like I hate to stoop to that level, but I'm not going to be taken advantage of by a bunch of savages. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to lay down like a broke back bitch. Like, we're going to go after it, and we're going to play hard, and we're going to do our best to win. So I think, yeah, that's mine. Like coaching 10U and 8U softball sometimes can get pretty rough.
Yeah.
But it gets me kind of juiced up every now and then, like in a competitive way. Oh, boy.
Now, you could go pre or post testosterone if you need to, Dave.
I'm sure I'm competitive with stuff. Maybe like job-wise, I don't know. Like I always like want to do my best if I'm going to do something, but I don't feel like I do anything where it's like a
Competition?
yeah, like everything's the long game, and I'm not playing anybody else but myself. Like I don't feel that I don't know. It's an odd question for me. Because I like playing golf. Like I always get my ass kicked in golf. I really enjoy playing golf, even though I'm terrible at it. And I'll get upset at myself for like sucking, even though I've been going to the driving range. But I'm never like, oh, I got to beat this guy, because I just
Well, you said your game's been better lately.
sure, but I don't worry about like beating other players. I worry about beating myself from like better than I did last week or maybe last time. Like I'm more. I don't know. I guess I just don't do anything that's a competition anywhere, I don't think.
You never find yourself like maybe in like a passive aggressive competition when it comes to mowing versus neighbor Doug? Like, hey, my lines look a little better this week, neighbor Doug?
No, hell no, because I just as soon get done mowing and drink a beer with neighbor Doug.
What about you're at the bar? Well, you play some pool though.
Terrible at it.
Okay.
Like I'm worse at pool than I am at golf.
The darts?
I get this, my elbow hurts, so I don't even throw darts anymore.
Podcasting.
That's not a competition though.
Yeah, we're trying to beat other
Bullshit, it's
podcasts.
not.
Trying to be number one. Coming for you, Joe Rogan.
Oh, I guess I hadn't viewed it that way. I mean, sure, I'd like it to be good, but like we don't have any competition.
So you're very intrinsically driven in self-competition.
That sounds like hoity-toity and stuff.
Well, it
like
is.
worse, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not that I don't think that anybody, like it makes it sound like, oh, well, I just have no competitors because nobody's at my level. And I don't think that way.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe is it like the non-sports background?
Maybe because I don't know. In 4-H, I used to.
You never got all fired up when you were showing them horses and stuff.
That's even though you're competing against people, there's not a whole lot of luck in that.
What's luck got to do with it?
That's what I mean. If you go out and you're the best one, you're the best one. If you're not, it's because you didn't try hard enough. It's not because somebody else got a lucky break.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so how can you be? You can be upset at yourself, but it does no good to be upset at somebody else in that situation, because if you wanted to win, you should have done better, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
so how can you be competitive if you're the only one that you can blame for not winning?
Well, I mean, I guess that's very valid.
Euchre sometimes. Euchre.
Oh, there we go. Card player.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can be a bummer. Like, oh man, these cards just aren't working. But I don't know if that's competitive.
Hell
What about
yes,
when
it
you play
is.
the old horse racing game?
I really don't like the horse racing game.
Okay.
Jenna likes it a lot. It takes so long, and everybody gets distracted.
What about when we're playing Mario Kart against your kids and you want to school their asses? There you go. That's it. Yeah.
I've never played Mario Kart with them, I don't think.
Oh, for God's sakes. What about Golden Tee?
Played with Casey one night.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah.
We had a lot of
Yeah, it
fun.
was just a good time.
Who'd you win?
Oh, I'm sure I lost.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a competition. We were
Well,
just a
see,
friendly
Dave's a
game.
big lover, and that's all right. You know what I mean?
I don't
He
know if
just-
that's the case either.
Okay, then what is the case?
I don't know. I'm telling you, this is a weird one for me.
Okay, me and you, we're gonna duke it out. We're gonna fight.
Foot race.
We're gonna no,
Okay.
hell no. We're gonna fight. Me and you are gonna fist fight right over there in the driveway.
15 seconds and it's over.
Are you gonna get competitive then?
I don't want to hurt you, buddy.
Oh,
Oh.
well, I don't want to hurt you either.
Because you're my buddy.
Yeah.
We're friends.
What happens if I break one of them bitch shins off and beat you with it?
Well, it never
Stab you
happened.
with it.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, buddy, I don't. It just
Huh?
wouldn't happen.
See? Why would it not? Because you're confident? Because you're
Yeah.
competitive?
I don't know. I'm competitive. I'm just
What do you
confident
mean?
I'm not going to let my ass get kicked.
Oh, is that right? Why are you going to run away then?
No, I ain't running nowhere.
You big bitch. See, you got a little fight left in you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it may not necessarily be like a competitive juice, you know what I mean? But like you're willing to, you know what I mean? Like you're a man. Like hell yeah.
You're
Like,
40.
yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
That one little shit kid on the river when I was drunk called me a liberal. Not that I care that I'm a liberal, but his tone was bad, and I
Yeah.
threatened to drown him in the river.
Yeah.
That's probably competitive.
Yeah, I'm competitive. I bet
gonna
you I
commit
can murder you quicker than you can
Wait,
sink.
when was this?
Last
It was at the
year.
river last year. He just looked at me and said, "I bet you're one of those fucking liberals." And then I told him to get lost or whatever, and then I got mad.
lost.
Hey, get off, pal! I'd really hate to have to raise my voice.
Hey, get lost, stupid head.
But he came back and
Get
tried to
outta
shake
here.
my
You
hand,
dumb.
and I just mentioned to him that the only way I was touching him is if I was holding his head underwater, drowning his ass in that river.
These broads rolling in here.
Yeah, these broads.
Look at these golfing broads walking in here.
I just that's why my favorite. Not a big reality TV guy.
No.
but I love The Amazing Race.
Yeah, we've
Because I
heard a
think-
lot about that.
I think the mistake people make is they think it's a competition against other people, and it's a competition with yourself against the
sure.
course.
Yeah.
We'd make a hell of an Amazing Race team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a strategy guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should apply for the show with you and not Janelle.
Mm-hmm.
You think she'd be?
Does that happen very often? Is it normally couples?
You guys could identify it. Like you could.
No, we'd do.
say you're
We'd be like
together.
podcasters. We'd be on as podcasters.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was be like, I pronounce you Chuck and Larry type thing. Like you're
No, I don't
pretending
think so.
to be homosexuals, but really you're not.
No, we're
Well, let's draw a line. It's not that we're not pretending to be homosexuals. It's just that we're not homosexuals.
Oh,
Not
makes sense.
pretending not.
Yeah,
Makes
there
sense.
we go.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
What if we did a spelling bee? Would you get competitive on that?
No.
Math problems. We brought in that old chalkboard in
What
here.
if we brought in a calculator? Do you think you
Dun,
could beat
dun,
that son of a
dun.
bitch? And now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a real showdown on your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know. It just tonight it was jacked up. Hit
Yeah.
a putt to win.
Yeah, but that's cool though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's legit competition. You know what I mean? Like
And I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I played really well tonight.
yeah.
Actually, the ladies that walked in saw a couple shots of
Yeah.
mine tonight.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it was good. See, thumbs up over there in the
There
corner.
you go.
They had beer cans rolling out of their cart. I don't even know if they had clubs attached to the cart
Oh
anymore.
boy.
Let's go find our ball. They just rolled off. Smoke Dragon, what do you got on your mind, my friend?
So here's something that I think of sometimes, and this is a little farther stretched than what we've been talking about. So,
Like
Good.
the
Can't
Adams
wait.
or
Can't
oh,
wait.
not the Adams, but maybe. Okay, so a lot of times you hear somebody like you'll see somebody on TV and they got like 4 arms or something, or like in Mortal Kombat, the guy had 4 arms.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
Goro.
Now, if you had 4 arms or an even amount, it would make sense that they would be above or below the arms.
Is there
you
a
already have.
goddamn raccoon in the refrigerator?
But they'd be above or below the arms you already have.
Right.
Now the question is, what if you only had 3 arms?
Uh-huh.
And if you could pick, I got a couple questions. One, where would it go? Would it be a left hand, a right hand, or would it be a hybrid with 3 fingers and 2 thumbs?
doesn't your pinky kind of act like a thumb?
Just think of how amazing you would be if you had 2 opposable thumbs. Because the pinky's not really opposable. The thumb's got a lot more.
So
range.
you'd be
All right,
like
I've
a
already got
sloth.
my decision made.
Okay,
Would you
where
be
is
like
it going?
a sloth? Sloth is like that, right? Or like a koala bear? Koala
Maybe
bear's
a
got
koala
paws.
bear. Yeah.
So I would want to have. So is it just an arm?
Just a third arm.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Wait a
fully
minute.
functioning
I've already
arm.
got my third arm.
Oh. What about now? Do you get a shoulder too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going top of the ass crack. Doesn't matter what hand.
Like
it
a
is.
tail.
Yeah, exactly like a tail. But its shoulder would work to where I could go up and like scratch my back, wash my back real good.
How long you expect this arm to be there, Chief?
What do you mean? Forever.
No,
What do you mean?
You really think you put it at the top of your ass crack way back down there, it's going to reach everything you need it to up here?
Well, yeah. Right?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Well, how long's one of your arms?
I mean, I got a pretty good wingspan.
I mean, is it the same arm length as you got now?
Yeah.
Or is it,
Yeah, it's a shoulder, and it's
Okay.
right there at the top of your ass crack. So like in the small of your back, to where it's going to be definitely
See,
long
now
enough.
you're moving it up, though. You're
What do you
small,
mean?
your back's not the top of your ass crack.
It
Depends if
ain't.
you got a deep ass crack.
I was going to say, have you ever seen mine? I don't have an ass. I've got a back with a crack
I know,
in
but
it.
I
So
try not
it's
to.
staying right there, so where I can reach my back of my head,
You just like a hand on the back of your
wash
head,
my
don't you?
back, and then I got my own ass wiper.
Yeah.
Typical. I could wipe my
Now,
ass.
see, this is very similar to
or if
mine.
somebody's trying to like throw a knife at me from behind.
Where in the hell have you ever been in a situation where somebody's throwing a knife at
If
you?
you
had
had a
somebody-
third arm, you might be.
I've had somebody tomahawk a water bottle at me with my back turned from about 40 yards, and I wish that son of a bitch had been back there at that point and swat it out.
Who threw it at you?
My wife. She's got an innate ability to
Was it a full water bottle?
about half.
Oh, so,
Oh,
it
so
flew
got it
well.
good.
Got the whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
shit.
saying. Yeah.
So
Really.
I'm similar choice. Mine's going to be on in the middle of my shoulder blades. So like, you ever get somewhere where you're working on something like soldering
Oh, need
things?
a hand
and you-
from up
yeah,
top?
so you can see, you can scratch your own back. You got all this.
Holy
movement.
shit. You wouldn't have to have a headlamp ever again.
No, you just hold a flashlight,
Yeah.
and then
Now,
you can move it.
Yeah, that arm's going to get tired though. Anytime you're working over your head like that,
You think your big ass sitting in a seat, leaning back against your third arm, it's not going to fall asleep?
Oh,
well,
then you could
it'll just
do-
tuck
you could
and
do-
wrap.
Lay on your arm all night. No, you just think sitting on
That's
there.
pretty rough.
And then,
And the
it'd
thing
be
is,
like
I think
the
it'd be
Strangler.
hard to put your shirt on. Now, if you put it in the shoulder,
See, now you're being too realistic.
Well, I'd have to get
Well-
shirts with
please shut the door. Air conditioner's on.
get out. I'd also get I would have to have like custom made shirts that had like a shoulder hole in the back,
Yeah,
and coats and jackets and
because you'd have to use it.
yeah.
Now, I feel like the problem with it down there, being a portly fella, no, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, no, whatever. Go ahead. I get it.
Now, you got to think of it down there. You go to put a glove on that dude.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get all the way around to the front.
Get the old reach around.
I hadn't thought of the reach around.
Oh my!
But it'd be your arm, so it probably wouldn't be.
Holy shit!
Now, do you think? Here's a question: do you think your brain could operate and function that third arm?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like if you just attached it now, if I called old Papa Elon and said, "Hey, man, I need a third arm between my shoulders," it'd take a minute. But if you were just born with it, oh, I imagine a tail arm would be bad for the birth canal
Oh boy.
because it's going to be going up, opposite of the other arm's going down, and it's just going to catch the inside of the cooter.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be
Oh.
the same thing.
No, because the shoulder's going up. He wants it to come up like a scorpion tail.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a breech birth.
Yeah.
Scorpion tail.
Well, that's what you got in mind, right?
No, I want it to be able to move.
So it's going to be to the side,
No, it's going to be square in the middle, but my shoulder
but
is.
it's going to be cantilevered to one side.
Yes.
Oh, that's dumb.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You got to have it in the middle. That's why that was the whole point of the question.
Okay,
maybe
then
it's not dumb. I'm sorry.
slick in the middle with an up and down shoulder and a okay. So if I got a
But then
goddamn scorpion hand, then that means whenever I reach my hand up, the back of my hand is going to be facing backwards,
No,
right?
because it's like this.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Sound
Don't
effects.
ever make that noise again.
Okay. Anyway, it's just one of those things I wonder about. Like you ever go, man, I wish I had another set of hands. And I don't think you need a set. I think one would probably do it in those cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about this. How many childhoods where you made a better man because your old man was yelling at you about holding a flashlight? If your old man has a third arm and can hold the flashlight himself,
You're
nothing.
Nobody. needs you.
I bet you get a lot faster because now your old man can be doing something and throw something at you.
oh shit, that's true. That's a
Or
good
be
point.
doing something and just get that third hand out. And,
smack you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Where would you have your third arm?
Well, as you guys were discussing, I was trying to think, first off, how did we find ourselves into this? Because every once in a while, I like to put myself in the position of our listeners and our fans, and somebody driving to work is probably thinking, what in the are these guys talking about? Which is great, but that's
Third
what
arms.
makes
Literally third arms.
that's what makes wacky, wet,
Or
wild.
fourth. Third or fourth arms.
Yeah. So I think this might sound a little bit crazy, but if this third arm, is it your right hand dominant or left hand weak hand?
That was part of it. You can pick, or you can have a center hand with two thumbs instead of one of the other.
Because honestly, I'd almost go, because I'm right handed, I'd almost attach and be double barrel on one side.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe one a little bit lower, or like to your point, a little
yeah.
bit higher, because you could keep this. Because I think with your problem with it being from, you got the same kind of scorpion problem. You don't have very good reach. Like you have to really come around. So I think if you have it,
Well, but if it's right in the center, my idea is your shoulder has a good range of movement, so I can come around either side of my head if I had to.
Yeah, and if you could snake that some bitch underneath your normal armpit, I mean, you could could put a glove on.
yeah, but think about how wide your back is.
Big back, big back. You heard that song?
And you could be like holding yourself up and tweaking a titty at the same time.
Oh yeah. Good.
Hey, Mama Smoker just gave us the signal to get out of here. He's like, I don't care where you guys go, but you can't stay here. So I think I would just double barrel the right shoulder. So, make it work that way. I think I would go, that's where I would be.
Okay.
That's how I would. So,
Nice.
yeah, there's where it would be. And with that thought, let's take a quick pause for the cause.
Let's do it.
Hey, Wonders. You've heard Mace talking about it for a few weeks now, but we wanted to be sure you got it. Talking about Courage for Courtney. Our friend Courtney Drew has been diagnosed with cancer and needs our support. To help ease the financial burden of treatment and everything else, some awesome folks are hosting a fundraiser on July 13th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Venue 1408 in Huntingburg. It'll be an awesome evening with live music, dinner, dancing, a silent auction, and a bake sale. It's going to be a fun night for everybody involved, but most importantly, it'll be helping a great family get through a really tough time. Can't make it? Well, don't forget there's an online store. Look below for the link or scan the QR code that you see on your screen right now. Now, these are pre-orders, so you can order at any time, but the orders will be sent off to production in batches. You'll be given information on your batch and pickup options when you order. Let's rally together and show the power of community.
All right, and we're back. Hey, fellas, it gets ever closer every day. That week, July 12th, 13th, a lot of things going on there for gosh, damn it.
We could just say Courtney. A lot of things going on for
Courtney.
And her courage.
Courage for Courtney.
Yep.
That I don't know if one of you guys want to make a big announcement, but we may be throwing something in there, right?
Well,
yeah.
We definitely are. So, any of you guys has been around for season one? I think you remember middle or early of season one. Lisa Pinkstaff, powered by U Mortgage, set us up with a nice Yeti cooler.
Uh-huh.
Well, she set us up with two nice Yeti coolers, and we've just been sitting on the other one.
We've been waiting.
So we've talked with her, and we're going to take that nice Yeti cooler, and we're going to fill it full of Dutchman swag, and we're going to put that out there for the auction at the Dine and Dance on July 13th. So that's a big announcement.
But you better bring your pocketbooks.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a classy.
Because we ain't giving that sumbitch away.
Hell no.
We're going to set a minimum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going to set a minimum. But if you're
$4,000
million dollars. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're a fan of the show, and there are 15 of you, this is going to be a pretty good little package.
Yeah. We're going to make it worth your wow.
It's more than a cooler and shirts. I think we ought to just pepper some of this stuff in as we go the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Like we'll just build them up. Go ahead, though.
We'll put Big Mace is going to donate a couple strands from his mustache. You're going to donate a couple strands from your ponytail.
Yeah, we'll braid it into a nice bracelet.
And I'm going to give away a little bit of Tough of Beard. Yeah. Just a little bit there.
Yeah.
Like a keychain. And so that's going to really sell that.
I don't know if I want to give our DNA to...
Like a rabbit's foot.
Hey, that's true. But there's one more thing. Our friend, fan of the program, Mark Siebert.
Yeah.
Wanted us to share a little information for the Wanderers.
Oh, yeah, about the old honor box.
So, Celebration Ice, our friends at Celebration Ice, if you're not using Celebration Ice, then you. He didn't tell us to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the Dutchman point.
It's kind of like the big red
He's
gum.
never going to come on and sponsor us. If
Oh,
that's the case.
he'll come on.
Yeah, Ice with Attitude. There we go. So Celebration Ice wants to announce an honor box fundraiser for the family of Courtney and Rusty Drew. 100%, Dave. 100%. What does that mean?
That means
All of it.
all of it.
All of it. Not
All
50,
of it.
not 20, not after proceeds. 100% of all the sales money from the 31st Street Clay, 31 South Clay Street and Jasper Honor Box, which is their shop down there by the Patoka River. They have a little box out there.
Isn't that called Frogtown?
Yeah.
Called the Honor Box, to where you can grab a bag of ice, throw your money in there. From July 1st to July 7th, that money that's raised, 100% of it, Dave, will be donated to the family. For those of you that don't know, the Honor Box is at the ice plant where you can buy 7-pound bags of ice for $1. Cash or check 24/7 on the Honor system. So you got to take cash or check. Obviously, no card there with the Honor system.
Right.
31 South Clay Street in Jasper. It's right there on the Patoka River.
That's awesome.
100% of our sales. We've talked about it. Mark is his family. They're familiar with that battle with the Big C.
They've been through
and they want to help support. So I know probably during that week, we may either be just dropping a little cash off, or we're going to buy a bunch of ice and just, I don't know what we'll do with it.
Just have a bunch of ice.
Yeah. We'll just have a bunch of ice. So we appreciate it. Shout out to Mark and the fellers over there at Celebration Ice. If you're not using Celebration Ice, then you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great tagline for
I
him.
like it.
We ought to have him put that on the bag.
Yeah, that would be good. So, hey, now we're going to shift gears. We're going to get into the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut question of the week for the fellas, brought to you by our friends at Merkley and Sons.
Welcome to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts question of the week for the fellas, sponsored by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. The Merkley and Sons ad has been heating up. Just at the end of April, they had smoked wieners, seasoned patties, fresh pork tenderloin, and the flavored brats on sale. Stop in there, see the fellas, and tell them the Dutchman sent you.
All right, fellas, here we go. Not necessarily major questions, but things that annoy you. Things that annoy you. So think about it in that context. You're out ordering a steak at the old Rustler, and the steak didn't come out how you ordered it. Does that annoy you, big fella?
Yes.
Do you send it back? Your wife says no.
No.
I don't. It'd have to be really bad. It'd have to be way off. I always order rare because it comes out a little more cooked than I want.
Yeah.
At almost all places. And if it's not, then I don't care. But if it came out like jerky, I may have to hey, sis.
Especially if you're paying what normally a steak at the Rustler costs.
If I'm at a nice steakhouse and it comes out really, really bad, then what is it? You always show him, but you never show me.
Well, things that annoy you.
Oh, yeah.
Things that annoy you.
Yeah, okay. Shout out South Park.
And we're canceled.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't send it back. I've watched the movie Waiting too many times.
Yeah. Here's another one. Things that annoy you. People showing up late to podcast.
Yes, that's annoying as shit. That really ain't on there.
Yeah, it is.
Showing up late to anything is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
He is such a... You remember you're working on that. You remember you're working on that late thing. We talked about it a few episodes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Because your kids get your anxiety.
Yeah, I've been trying to be better, but
Yeah. You got
I didn't
partnered
come
up.
out here tonight until, I don't know when Brother Mace got here, but I beat him to the shop by 20 steps. So I came out at 10 after 9.
And it was already bothering you?
Yeah, I just decided, I was like, no, you want to go sit out there and wait? Just wait.
Watch pot never bowls.
Yeah. Well,
Bowls.
you, unfortunately, my friend, this is your cross to bear because you got paired up with the two biggest non-followers of time and deadlines, which is wild because of the profession I'm in. But
Yeah.
I guess
And this is how we all grow.
yeah. Things that annoy you. When you let someone in line with their vehicle and they don't wave.
don't bother me, I guess. I don't know.
It used to bother me a lot more, but it's not so bad now.
It enrages me. If I'm being courteous to let you in and you don't at least wave or give me like the little signal,
Little light
Yeah.
flash.
I want to pull the Glock out of the glove box
Oh,
and
God.
let it eat. Because where has society gone?
Mm-hmm.
Things that annoy you. Lukewarm beers.
Yeah, I'm out.
I will not drink.
It's tough.
beer.
Yeah.
It's tough. We had our first ones tonight, and we got them out before we teed off. Didn't open them yet. Set them there. Opened it. First sip, I was like, we should have put it back in the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
It was a tough spot. Things that annoy you. Loud chewers of food.
Oh,
Especially when
God.
there's a microphone.
Yikes. No, I can't do it. And like smacking, the smackers, I can't do the smackers. I always tell them to chew with your mouth shut, please.
That's
I'm out on them.
yeah, it bothers me too. Things that annoy you. People who chew with their mouth open.
Well, same thing. Yeah, I'm out. No, gross.
It doesn't bother me if I can't see what's in your mouth. Like if you've got food falling out of your mouth, it's a problem. But like that's not high on my list of things.
I know a guy that does 2 of these, or I've walked into his office. He's called me into his office, wants to talk, and he's eating cereal, crunching while having a meeting.
Now the sipping cereal out of a
out.
spoon.
Oh,
I know a dude that's how he drinks his coffee.
every time that sip.
Yeah.
Once you establish how hot your coffee is, you should be able to just drink.
And I'm fine with an occasional like it happens. But if you're just like a all the time,
Like you just did a
Jeez.
monster line of sugar
I'm only
booger.
okay with that
Booger sugar.
that slurp noise in one facet, and that's it.
on a beer.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you virtue signaling to the lady out there?
Negative. No. God, no. I was talking about like soup.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
way off
What's
on
next?
that one. Things that annoy you. Fast food fountain drinks with way too much ice.
Yes. God. Yes, that pisses me off. I work with a kid now that doesn't get it. Like he'll get,
Yeah, no
"Y'all
ice.
give me a large Dr. Pepper, no ice," and then we'll go back to the shop and he'll get some ice out of the ice machine and just pour it in another cup. Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, I order. I guess I don't go to fast food enough. I used to order no ice though, because I've always felt like I was getting,
Yeah.
ripped off there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. And that's it.
All right.
There you
Good
have
There
ones.
we go. Just a few there that I was able to think of while we were getting started. And it's time. Don't be upset that it's happened, but we've talked to you for over 50 minutes now. By the time Dave has to edit a few things, probably going to be a little less than 50. But our time has come to an end on the wet, wacky, wild, wonderful, wandering Wednesday.
Why are we wet?
I don't
Just
know.
real happy to be here.
We're all happy to be here.
Right.
Wet your whistle there, my friend.
Right.
So, anyways, the last pass, one more trip around the table. Hopf Outdoor Power, our friends over in Jasper.
The Last Pass is proudly brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. Big Mace has a Cub Cadet. Esquire has a Kubota Zero Turn. And Smoke has a Kubota B-Series tractor. You could say we're big fans of what Hopf Outdoor Power has to offer. It's time to mow responsibly and upgrade your rig. Want to mow quick, save some time, get a Zero Turn. Need something a little more than a lawn tractor? Check out their Kubota compact tractors today. No time like the present for an upgrade.
All right, big fella, what is on your mind?
Well, so we're recording now on Thursday, June 13th. This coming Sunday is Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, when you're listening to this, you've already would have had your Father's Day if you're a father. So fellas, happy Father's Day.
You too.
Hope you guys have a good Father's Day.
yeah.
Had a good Father's Day when this comes out in listener land. But other than that, stay hydrated, boys. Summer's getting ready to let her eat, and it's tough on big fellas out there. So be careful, and peace, love, and positivity.
Don't always hydrate with bush lights.
Amen. What you got? Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Oh, good God.
Anyway, Smoke Dragon, what you got, big dog?
Keep your stick on the ice.
You know, I've
What
been,
was that? Can we
that
just-
was I believe my bride burping.
Oh, doesn't that get you all wet and wild down below?
So I've been walking a lot, as you guys know. I've been hitting the golf range, the driving range twice this week
Brother
already.
Clyde's been working with you.
And I've realized that I'm going to have to start taking a spare set of
Clothes.
lunch shirts
Yeah.
because I've been
Sweat through.
one sweaty mother trucker.
Mm-hmm.
Changing out there at the new Buffalo Trace driving range.
Is it nice over there?
It is. It's not that it's not nice. I don't understand what they're doing fully. So they built two hoods almost,
Okay.
like covered, like
Mm-hmm.
what covered.
So you can go when it's raining. Yeah.
Is that what it's for?
Uh-huh.
Just rain. Okay, because anytime I've been, you're just out ahead of it.
Yeah.
So it's for the rain.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
Figured
they would
it out.
put a hood over it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just surprising me. It looks like it's never been used.
Uh-huh. It's for rain. Yeah.
Got
or
it.
when the ground is too soft that
Well, my fat ass is like, it'd be nice to be in the shade. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like what a waste of that.
well, move on back.
You can't because everybody then is like 20 yards in front of you. And that's all the farther I hit. the
Sucks to
goddamn
be them. What's your final thought, dipshit?
thing.
Taking two shirts to work.
Pack spare clothes.
Bingo. Good one. Casey, what you got, man?
Well, fellas, flashback to last week. We had lost a couple folks in Wonderland,
Yeah, we did.
and then there was one more
Yeah.
this past week.
Yeah.
And integral part of the start of this show, friend of the show still.
Yeah.
We got some projects we want to do that we
Right.
definitely want him to be a part of. But we went this week, and that was tough. Obviously, losing a parent to cancer
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Right.
So, thoughts and prayers to those guys.
That's right.
Keep that. That prayer chain is getting long, and it seems like it does go in phases. So hopefully, we're almost out of that for a little while.
That's
But
for sure.
for this, we did have Father's Day, which will be coming up. I cashed my Father's Day in today by playing golf after work and then being late and all that other stuff. We don't have to talk about it. But I got one of the best. Pop Frank
Yeah.
listens to the show, so he'll be great to know this. But I tell you what, when adversity happens in life, you can have two reactions to how you want to proceed, or I think two. You can keep going, or you can just wallow in it. And I know it's been tough for him, but
Waller.
like a hog in the trough. But my father is great, and I've learned so much more about how to be a man and a husband and a father by the adversity you face. And if you don't have, and I know your dad's passed away, but if you've got a male role model figure in your life, pick up the phone and call him. If it's a coach,
You can just tell me.
if it's a
You can just tell me.
I was going to ask for David Hasselhoff.
Oh, shit. Yeah, dude.
But, you got a coach, you got a pastor, you got somebody that is a positive male role model in your life. Thank them, because it'll make their day. And so with that, all those dads that listen, especially mine, we appreciate you. For our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power, Merkley and Sons, and our girl Courtney, who's going through the battle, and our friends over there at Celebration Ice, and of course the MFL Foundation, we thank you. Hopefully you had a good Wednesday whenever you listen to us. If not, we'll see you on Friday.
Here we go.
Dutchman out.